Pakistan has launched its first hyperspectral satellite, HS-1, from a Chinese facility. Developed by Suparco, the satellite will provide high-resolution imagery to assist in agriculture, urban planning, and environmental monitoring, marking a major milestone for Pakistan's space program. Pakistan's WA Industries and Turkey's Repkon have signed an MOU to produce smart 155mm artillery shells. The agreement transfers advanced technology to Pakistan, boosting its defense manufacturing and enhancing the military's precision strike capability with a new production line. NDC scientists have started simulation work on a hypersonic glide vehicle project. The move signals a major push into advanced weapons development, focusing on the high-speed, maneuverable technology that can evade conventional defense systems. Pakistan's Strategic Command is upgrading nuclear safety infrastructure in the Karahan zone. The enhancements aim to ensure the security and command and control of nuclear facilities, reflecting Pakistan's commitment to maintaining a robust and modern nuclear deterrent. Welcome to Pakistangeo Defence Update. For the latest on regional security and military analysis, subscribe and hit the bell so you never miss an intel drop. The UN Security Council remains sharply divided over the escalating strikes in Gaza. During a heated emergency session, Pakistan's ambassador delivered a forceful statement, condemning what he called the deliberate and systematic dismantling of civilian life. He urged the Council to move beyond rhetoric and enforce international humanitarian law, specifically calling for an immediate and unconditional ceasefire. Pakistan's envoy stressed that the destruction of hospitals, water plants, and residential buildings is a violation of the Geneva Conventions and demanded that the Council take action to protect civilian infrastructure and prevent a further humanitarian catastrophe. Cyber warfare dominated the agenda at the recent BRICS Defense Forum, with members discussing a unified framework against digital threats. While Pakistan is not a BRICS member, Islamabad is reportedly watching closely. Defense analysts anticipate Pakistan will align its own cyber defense policies through the Shanghai Cooperation Organization, or SCO. This move would likely see Pakistan adopt similar protocols to China and Russia on issues of internet sovereignty and counter-hacking. By leveraging the SCO's security sharing agreements, Pakistan aims to build a more robust defense against state-level cyber attacks, creating a parallel security architecture to the BRICS initiative. Saudi Arabia and Pakistan have reaffirmed their deep-rooted strategic and military ties. Following a recent high-level defense pact, officials announced a series of extensive joint military exercises. The first of these drills is reportedly scheduled to take place near the strategically important city of Tabuk in northwestern Saudi Arabia. The exercises will involve armored corps, special forces, and air assets from both nations, focusing on counterterrorism, joint battlefield operations, and interoperability. This move signals a significant strengthening of the defense relationship, positioning Pakistan as a cornerstone of Saudi Arabia's regional security strategy and a key training partner for its armed forces. A new escalation in the US-China trade war is sending shockwaves through global supply chains, and Pakistan is bracing for the fallout. With Washington and Beijing imposing fresh tit-for-tat tariffs, planners in Islamabad are closely monitoring the impact on the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, or CPEC. The concern is twofold. First, that a global economic slowdown will reduce trade volumes passing through Gwadar, and second, that Chinese manufacturing firms involved in CPEC may face new disruptions, delaying the import of critical technology and machinery needed for energy and infrastructure projects. Pakistan is now reassessing CPEC's timelines, wary of becoming a casualty in the ongoing superpower trade dispute. An explosion and fire aboard an LNG tanker in the Gulf of Aden, near Yemen, has triggered a major energy security alert. The incident, believed to be an unknown projectile strike, highlights the extreme vulnerability of critical energy shipments. In response, the Pakistan Navy has significantly increased its patrols and maritime surveillance over key shipping routes in the Arabian Sea. With Pakistan heavily reliant on LNG imports for its power sector, the Navy's primary mission is to secure the sea lines of communication. A spokesperson stated that naval assets are on high alert to deter any threats and ensure the safe passage of energy tankers heading to Pakistani ports. In a complex international case, several South Korean citizens, initially reported as victims of a job scam in Cambodia, have now been arrested upon their return to Seoul for their alleged involvement in the criminal operation. This case highlights the rapidly growing threat of transnational scam force syndicates across Asia. Responding to this trend, Pakistan's Federal Investigation Agency, or FIA, has announced enhanced coordination with ASEAN member states. The FIA is establishing a new joint task force with its counterparts in the region to share intelligence on human trafficking, online fraud rings, and money laundering, aiming to dismantle the networks that prey on citizens from all member countries. A new wave of sanctions is being threatened against Moscow by Western powers, creating a complex diplomatic challenge for Pakistan. This comes just as Islamabad is actively expanding its cooperation with Russia on critical energy and defense deals. Pakistan has been finalizing major agreements for discounted crude oil and future gas pipelines, while also increasing defense technical cooperation. Analysts warn this forces Pakistan to walk a fine diplomatic tightrope. It must secure its vital economic and security interests with Moscow, while simultaneously navigating the risk of secondary sanctions and managing its long-standing and equally vital relationships with Washington and the European Union. A new analysis argues that Pakistan must fundamentally pivot its defense strategy to counter emerging regional technological threats. The warning: conventional deterrence is becoming obsolete. While Pakistan has focused on tactical and nuclear parity, regional rivals, particularly India, are making massive investments in next-generation warfare. AI-driven battle management, hypersonic missiles, and offensive cyber capabilities. Analysts argue that falling behind in this smart arms race is more dangerous than a numerical imbalance. The report concludes that Pakistan's security establishment must urgently shift focus from platform-centric forces to network-centric warfare, or risk being decisively outmatched in a future conflict. A significant national security alert tonight. Pakistan's top intelligence agency, the ISI, has issued a stark warning about a sophisticated digital espionage network operating within the country. According to the agency's bulletin, this is not a typical hacking group. The network is allegedly backed by foreign intelligence services using advanced capabilities from private foreign artificial intelligence firms. The operation is reportedly targeting sensitive government data, military communications, and critical infrastructure through advanced phishing campaigns and AI-driven data mining. The ISI warns that this hybrid threat uses AI to learn, adapt, and breach security protocols faster than conventional defenses can react. All government departments have been placed on high alert, with immediate cybersecurity audits now underway. That's all for today from Pakistangeo Defense. Hit subscribe and drop your opinion.